Okay, this is Florida Explorer here. This is Sunday. We're back at the Big Cypress Swamp, but this time we're at the Collier-Seminole State Park, and we stopped. The first stop we made is you first come in is this great big huge cool dredging thing that apparently is the last remaining of its kind. It's an original piece, but it was used to dredge and create the Tamiami Trail. Apparently when they create these trails, whether it be a logging tram or a major highway or whatever, they dig up the dirt on either side of the highway, put it onto the highway, thereby creating elevation, which is a brand new concept to me. I didn't know anything about it, but until I started reading about it last night. But obviously that's a pretty cool piece of equipment that would have taken a heck of a lot of effort to work it. So this little diagram explains the here and where and why and all that. Well, that's a pretty substantial looking piece of cable right there. That's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. I don't know when this was done. I forget who was responsible for this right offhand. It wasn't Flagler. It's one of those guys. This Bay City Walking Dredge, working 18 hours daily, constructed that portion of the Tamiami Trail beginning at Blackwater River and extending northwesterly 10 miles to Bellmead Crossing and adjoining this park. So 1927, 1928 is when this would have been in operation. So, I mean, that's still anything pre-air conditioning and pre-mosquito repellent would have been pretty crazy stuff to have to be out here in this heat working all day long and everything you have to do that. Mosquitoes and heat at night, and I guess if you don't know any better or know any different, it's not a big deal, but I can't imagine doing it now, especially the type of gear that they had to wear. So that's it. That is a pretty significant, substantial piece of equipment. I can't even imagine how this must have gone along. I guess they would have just, maybe it was on rails or something. I don't know. A lovely research assistant. National Historic Mechanical Landmark, Bay City Walking Dredge. This walking dredge, built by Bay City Dredge Works, earliest known survivor of its type, designed for use over swampy terrain where wheeled or tracked vehicles would bog down. The machine's weight was distributed over shoes. To move, the middle movable shoes were lowered to make some of the weight off the corner shoes. The frame was then pulled forward about 10 feet using both an onboard winch and the shovel bucket and lowered back into the corner shoes. Very cool. So that's why they call it a walking dredge. It wasn't on rails. It walked. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can see a panther. Today's our last opportunity to do that down here right now for this trip. Hopefully we'll have another trip soon. But this has been an amazing trip coming down here to the Everglades. So my first time, I'd been through the Everglades, but never actually got a chance to explore any of it. But so we're gonna continue on.